Good evening, friends. We now review the second match in the evening, RR and LSG. RR had to win this match, and we were discussing yesterday that Vaibhav Suryavanshi is not in good form, and at least is not in group. We were discussing that is not a Sachin Tendulkar. We keep on discussing about him. So he gave us a fitting reply back to take the purple cap again from, I think, Mitch Marsh. But I'll start with Sudeep. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, 100, 350s, I think 290s. Of course, at his age, he's a special talent. But I am not too sure even now, Sudeep, that is he a one-time generational talent like Sachin? What is your thought? Is he that special? He's special, but is he that special?
No, see, unless until he excels in test matches, we cannot compare him with Sachin. At the moment, he's the special talent, no doubt, because the kind of shots he plays at this particular age is something unique. You don't get to see this kind of shot making at this age. But to get into this, to get the stature of Sachin Tendulkar, you need to perform in test matches. In ODIs, in all three formats, you have to perform consistently. And at the moment, we have seen only his attacking mode. We have not seen how he plays against
Another thing,
yeah.
Sudeep, even Mayanti Langar was saying yesterday, Mayanti Langar being obviously she's been covering cricket for long, that everyone is noticing from day one, as Ishanjan has been pointing, he only hits.
Yeah,
and there is not a single
defends.
ball he plays in the ground. That is another thing we have observed.
He
is hitting everything on air. So there will be a time and there will be bowlers where in matches, of course, in red ball cricket, where will be 6-4 filled or 6-3 or 5-4.
He's going to get caught in the slips. He's going to get caught in the slips.
If the ball swings, or he will be caught in the deep. You cannot hit every ball out of the ground. Some balls you need to defend, or you can play through the ground.
To defend. You need to your technique will be tested once you play test match. Where your technique and temperament will be tested, because it's too early.
Everyone is going gaga with it.
I know this is the problem. This is the problem with the Indian culture. They make a demigod out of anything. Demigod status. That is the thing, because we are creating unnecessary pressure on this young kid. Basically, if he too much hype, is going to create unnecessary pressure and hamper his growth.
Correct. Very true. So I think we all both agree that
this is not the time for comparison, and this is the time to go slow. Actually, give him 1 year, 1.5 years time before pushing him into international.
I think it's a good thing that he's been playing the India rather than pushing him directly into India team.
Before international cricket, he should play at least one season of Ranji Trophy.
Ranji Trophy, absolutely, I agree 200%. Because if he doesn't play red ball, I don't think
you cannot judge him.
Problems.
You cannot
there
judge
will be
him.
Huge problems along with him.
Yeah,
because I think in international cricket, he will be found out, Sudeep. Whatever talent he has, he will be found out.
You cannot play aerial shots in test matches. Can you?
No. Because I don't see him play against Sri Lanka, New Zealand, or even Australia. I don't think if the selectors blood him against Australia, that full series, I think that will be a mistake.
And even he's going to, struggle with this kind of technique. I'm not very sure how he's going to perform on overseas, in England or Australia or New Zealand pitches.
Okay. Very true. Ishanjan, what advice would you give to LSG basically? They're finishing last in the tour side.
The LSG management, I don't think their management is on line with their team properly. They are having LSG and DC, both their management is not totally
KKR
on different
also
line.
KKR.
Yeah, KKR also up to some extent, because they are having some management issues with their team, because the management wants the team to go in one direction, but the team is going in another direction. So there is a total mess. I think Sanjeev Goenka has been unable to handle this team for last 4 or 5 years.
Correct. Yes.
4 years he has been unable to handle.
I think Ishanjan will agree with change of captain. KL Rahul went off. Now Pant is also not very happy. But is there some problem with the management? The captains are not happy.
In fact, Gautam Gambhir was the coach for the first time.
Yes.
Yeah.
They changed the coach to Zahir Khan.
Who is the present coach? Zahir Khan?
LSG? No. LSG present coach.
I'll tell you. Just find out. I'll tell you. Wait a minute.
They are in total every year they are changing. Every year they are changing. Every
Justin
year,
Langer, Justin Langer, Justin
Justin
Langer is the
Langer.
Justin
coach.
First
Langer is a
time,
very good player.
yeah,
He
Now, when
very
only
we
good.
said
talk
not
about
that
the director of cricket, Justin Langer, Kane Williamson, strategist, Lance Klusener, they've got big names.
that
Matthew
they have
Mott,
been there.
that was the bowling
But
coach.
I don't know what they are having so many. There is one strategy specialist, one mentor. So I don't know what they are doing. Totally, it's a different. It's
Totally
absolutely a collapse.
disarray, total disarray.
The total disarray. Total disarray. They need to sit with. I think with the entire team, and they need to chalk out next year what. And I don't know. Lucknow is the team who have taken maximum number of uncapped players, but hardly they have played some these uncapped players. They have lot of
Right.
uncapped players in their lineup, but they haven't
Yes,
played.
all-rounder
They were
that
saying
Ayush
that
Badoni, Shahbaz. Shahbaz, so they didn't play at all. Hasaranga, they
they didn't
didn't
play
play.
at all.
Ashwin Kulkarni,
Harish
they
Kulkarni
only played
didn't play.
Henrik Nokia. They didn't play Arjun Tendulkar, Abesh Khan,
Akash
Digvesh Rathi. Mayank, they only played Mayank, Shamim, Naman Tiwari, and Prince
Manchani,
Jalan. They only
hardly
played
any match
four.
they played. In fact, they have
Yes,
taken, I think, last one uncapped player from this UP Premier League. What was the name that spin that one who can bowl both off spin and as well as medium pace.
Singh.
Uh,
Akash Singh, I
yeah,
think.
yeah. Akash, they have hardly played any matches for LSG in this IPL. I think they need to sit. The management need to sit with the entire team in the entire IPL. This is the team Lucknow. They haven't looked ever confident to win the tournament.
Exactly.
See,
I mean,
KK,
every time they take the field, they look to lose the match. That is the
yeah,
problem.
yeah. Only the time when team opponent have taken them as a granted, they have the opponents have fumbled and they have managed to win the match. This is
Correct. Very
like in
true.
the first match against KKR, when KKR was on the trot of win and suddenly KKR, that Mukul Chaudhary snatched the match away from him. Because KKR had taken the team lightly, taken this team at a granted after losing 4 or 5 early wickets. So this team suddenly emerged as winner. Otherwise, I don't find too much. And Rishabh Pant also, there is some problem with. He himself has lost his place in the ODI team. Only he has been a member of Test team right now at the moment. I don't know after the accident, Rishabh Pant has totally collapsed. Rishabh Pant has totally,
I think
that
that
means
is the actual point. Rishabh Pant, after the accident, is not the old Rishabh Pant,
that is where
Absolutely.
also the
unfortunately.
shoe is pinching, as very much. That is where also the shoe is pinching. Like Rishabh Pant, the captain himself, is out of form.
Yes,
And
and he was
And
the vice
27
captain in
crores
test
and
matches. Now
20,
he has lost that to
and his
KL Rahul.
value
I have a
25
feeling that
crores.
yeah, in fact,
I
Nicholas
have a
Pooran,
feeling
they're all out of form.
I think Rishabh Pant will discuss, but I think Rishabh Pant's decapitulation is remarkable because from T20 to ODI to Test match, I think now Dhruv Jurel and Jitesh, if they get into the Test side, and of course Ishan, you
See,
never know, Ishan Kishan is young. There
see,
is a possibility that in 2 years' time, Rishabh Pant might be out of all the teams.
See, at this moment in the current scenario in India, there are 7 to 8 wicket keepers in line.
But
Apart
that's
from
right,
Rishabh
right.
Pant, two main Rishabh Pant and Sanju Samson, you are having wicket keeper as Dhruv Jurel. You are having wicket keeper Sanju
Jitesh
Samson and
Sharma.
Rishabh Pant. Dhruv Jurel,
And you
Jitesh
also have
Sharma,
KL Rahul. You also
Abhishek
have KL
Podel,
Rahul.
Abhishek Podel, I'm coming to that. Abhishek Podel and in fact this one who is knocking at the door, Avigyan Kundu. Along with that, you have two batsmen who can keep wickets in tandem. That is KL Rahul and Ishan Kishan. So
Ishan Kishan.
he's in huge competition at the moment. So I hardly say, because if I don't know why the selectors haven't selected Sanju Samson into the ODI team. He should. I think
I also
this
feel
is the
that he
moment
should be now in the ODI set. I have a feeling.
he he should be, because because
Yes.
he is the pillar for Indian team. He has been the pillar for Indian, for this
Right,
triumphant Indian team in
right,
T20 World Cup. He and Ishan
right,
Kishan should be a part
right.
of the team. See, if KL Rahul is there, KL, you need to play him as a wicket keeper. You can play him as a batsman only. But I
Right.
think Sanju Samson and Ishan Kishan, both of them should be part of the team at this moment. because he's a
Correct.
very crucial player. Because as you were discussing early on, Rohit Sharma, we don't know, but if we can still he can persist. I don't know if he can sustain, whether he can sustain up to that, his fitness sustain or not. So you need to keep another one ready, then, and that can only be Sanju Samson, the standby who can be ready at the moment. That is only Sanju
Right.
Samson, not
Very
anyone
true.
else.
Correct.
Sudeep,
Yeah.
RR. I think
Yeah.
today, if CSK wins, it's a big score by GT, 229. But
Yeah.
if CSK wins today, could be packing bags both for RR and DC. And that I think if CSK
No,
wins, they
no,
might
no.
just be the fourth team.
If CSK wins, then they are on 14 points, but they have to win. First of all,
Yeah,
RR
but
has
if
to.
RR has got another match.
RR has got one
No.
match, so if they win that
No.
match, they are through. Actually,
Okay, yes. So RR also dangerously living. Same with TBKS also. CSK is out. Probably CSK
and
is out.
Kolkata has an outside chance. Outside
Outside chance,
chance.
if they have to beat DC. So the
They
last
have to
match is
beat
very
this.
exciting on
Very
Sunday.
exciting.
KKR
Very
and DC.
exciting. Very exciting.
It
Very
gets a
exciting
very,
match.
very do or die for both.
So
And
you see,
if KKR wins, they probably will qualify. I think
no,
15
then that depends on
no
how PBKS performs actually. PBKS, if
performs.
they win
Correct.
their last match, they will be also
Right.
be 15 points.
So,
So
what do you think? Let us discuss a little on RR, Sudeep. What do you think, in spite of having YJ and Vaibhav, why did they falter so much? What is your take?
no, actually, that is their middle order is not performing well. That is the biggest problem.
Right.
Their
Right.
middle
Donovan
order
Ferreira. Yes.
and their
Shubham Dubey.
and their bowling attack is also not good. Bowling attack, not very impressive.
Correct.
So all these factors,
But
they are heavily dependent on
Jofra,
the
I think
openers.
we have been discussing Jofra after bowling at 150. Even yesterday I saw him.
Yeah,
But it
yeah.
is just pace, nothing else. He's not very good. And he's
So,
been hit, clobbered around the ground.
so hopefully, Dhruv Jurel came good in the last match. So hopefully, if
Yes.
he can
He's coming
continue
good
his
in a
good
lot of
form,
matches.
so if he can
Yes.
continue his good
True.
form, so that will be a reassuring for RR.
Another problem, Sudeep, for
Yeah.
RR is their bowling.
Yeah, bowling is a
Prime
big
Minister
problem.
Sandeep Sharma, Brijesh Sharma, Yashraj Punja.
No,
Four
no.
bowlers, every match they're getting clobbered. Every match
Punja,
they're getting clobbered.
every match.
Punja is showing some kind of promise, but the other bowlers are
Yes.
failing totally failing, other than Jofra Archer.
I think the middle bowling is a problem. The Indian bowlers are a big problem for RR. And
Absolutely, very.
if they continue this, Sudeep, I have a feeling very clearly that they will not be
They
able
will
to
struggle
qualify.
against SRH and of the likes of RCB and
GT,
SRH.
RCB and GT also.
This kind of
To
bowling.
me, right now, if you ask me, after almost 2 months, GT looks the best team. I think GT and RCB to win this
RCB
tournament.
and GT looks
I think GT looks a little
steady
ahead of
teams,
RCB. Yeah, because Kohli also needs to fire a big one. Kohli has been firing, but not the way we know Kohli to be. So that is another point, and we need to discuss on RR bowling definitely. Let us have a look at RR before we close the show. Let us look at their bowling. If you can open
only Punja and Jofra Archer.
Panja.
Yashraj Punja.
Yashraj Panja.
Yeah. He looks a bit
They
promising.
haven't, throughout the entire tournament, they haven't played Eden Appleton. Whether he was the uncapped play bowler, they could have explored him, because he has been performing well for Kerala in the Ranji Trophy.
Okay.
RR all-rounder Judhveer Singh Charak, Jadeja, Riyan Parag, Sam Curran is out. Bowler Archer, Tushar Kena, Mafaga, Ravi Vishnoi, Jashraj Punja, Vignesh Pathur, Adam Millen, Brijesh Sharma, Nandre Burger, Kuldeep Sen, Aman Rao Puwala. Adam Appleton is not in this side.
Adam
RR.
In the side.
Ishanjan is not in the side. They have Vaibhav Suryavanshi, Shubham Dubey, Shimran Hetmaya, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Dhruv Jurel, Donovan Ferreira.
Even Shubham Dubey is not been a regular member.
Eden Appleton is not in RR. He's not in RR. Their all-rounders are also lacking. Riyan Parag, Jadeja and Charak. Charak, I have not seen him play at all. Jadeja is not in form.
And Ravi
Bowler
Vishnoi is also not
Tushar
playing.
Deshpande, Ken Mafak. Yeah.
Ravi Vishnoi is also out of form.
Ravi Vishnoi is also not playing.
Yeah. I think the bowling is a problem for RR, Sudeep. Jofra Archer giving runs, too much runs before a wicket. Tushar Deshpande, Ravi Vishnoi, Yashraj Punja, Vignesh Puthur, Brijesh Sharma. None of them are performing. Kuldeep Sen, Sandeep Sharma. I can't see anyone performing in the bowling.
Not a very impressive lineup, actually.
No.
Except, they may
And
try
Dasun,
Ravi Vishnu in the last match, maybe.
Ravi
Achha,
Bishnoi, Ravi
Dasun
Bishnoi.
Sanaka was not in the side. They've got Dasun Sanaka from
Yeah,
somewhere.
he's from
Okay,
South Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka.
In
but he
among
was
the
not in the original
younger
side.
players, they haven't selected Eden Apple Tom.
No, he's
No,
not
no,
in the
no.
side.
Eden Hamilton not there. Eden Hamilton is not in the side. So I think, Sudeep, now if we look, of course, we are going into the 26th next week. We'll be having the qualifiers. RR, what do you think? RR, अभी तो जब हम team देख लिया, the team doesn't give us confidence in the bowling.
Yeah,
It is a
bowling,
batting heavy side, basically.
and while batting, they have to score, if they bat first, they have to score 240 odd
Yes,
runs, Otherwise,
right.
their bowling is going to struggle against
I
good
think
sides.
bowling wise, still PBKs, I would say bowling wise, PBKs and RCB have a better bowling
Better bowling, better
than the
bowling.
other sides compared. And GT has
RCK,
a very, very
RCB,
good
of course,
batting.
the Bhubaneswar is bowling like a
Yes,
champion. He's a
Bhuvneshwar is old.
champion.
Old is gold and is
Like a,
bowling.
like a
Every match is
champion.
picking up wickets. He's got
Yeah,
24, I
Even
think,
he
24 or
Hazelwood.
twenty-three.
he is the best bowler of the tournament, without a doubt,
Tournament by a mile, by a mile.
by a mile.
So, yes, that is important. And Ishanjan, lastly, just a minute on uh, do you think that RR will win this tournament with this type of bowling? Just we'll discuss, of course, in the qualifier. Do you think
They are
RR can win?
lagging. See, can win. Obviously, there is a possibility, but
Possibility.
with bowling, it will
See,
be
we
tough for
discussed the
them to
bowling. We
win.
discussed the bowling just now. Yes.
Yeah. But the way this guy Vaibhav Suryavanshi is playing, in a sudden day, he can change the entire course of the match
Entire color
with
of the match. Absolutely.
change the entire color of the match. So nothing can. If he persists on, if he doesn't throw away his wicket, I told the same thing while playing for RR. He needs to perform his anchoring activity also, because I don't know while when he will play for India or India Air also rather, then he can play his street smart, his blitzkrieg innings, no matter. But for RR, he needs to anchor. He needs to play his role of anchoring also along with. And last day, almost he has played the anchoring role. He has almost, when he perished, the RR was almost at the verge of win only. Although they tumbled down a bit while chasing the score, but ultimately they were in such a position that where the only that means only result was that RR should win. Only consequences RR should win, because they when he threw away his wicket. Other if this guy along with Jaswal and Dhruv Jurel plays, then day anything can happen.
Hmm. Correct.
Be-
Thank you, Sudeep and Ishanjan.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ishanjan, you were saying something.
Yeah, and as we were discussing about Vaibhav Suryavanshi, I don't think we not need to compare him with Sachin Tendulkar, because the thing is
As
Sachin
of
at
now,
that point
yes.
of time, was a technical maestro, but Vaibhav Suryavanshi is a you can say he's a god of power. He has immense power. The way he's timing, we remember Virendra Sehwag, when Virendra Sehwag made his debut. When Virendra Sehwag used to play, he was lagging in his technique. Hardly he was having footwork. There were lots of blah 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 things. Where mild agony. There were a lot of agony against him. But when Sehwag used to play, everything used to turn like MS. The same thing is for, I should say, for Vaibhav Suryavanshi. When this guy, you need to say that he is lagging in technique. He's like, let him play. He is very young. Of course, while on the course of the day, he will change himself. He will change under some the coaches. Let him play at the moment. Let him see. I think things as the day progresses, when he will turn 20 plus, he will automatically change. But now let him
Right.
play freely.
Thank you. Right. Thanks, Ishanjan. Sudeep and Ishanjan, thank you so much. We reviewed two matches, CSK and RR. I'm sorry. We reviewed CSK, SRH, LSG RR today.
Yeah.
Almost the fag end of the round robin league. We perhaps will review another match only. So thank you so much, Sudeep.
Thank
Ishanjan,
you.
we'll see you soon in the weekend.
Thank you.
Good night.